Hi, welcome to our CWTC Get Connected community podcast to share experiences, promote services and networking, and great opportunities available for residents of Oldham. Art and sanctuary are deeply intertwined as both offer spaces for reflection, healing and self-expression. Art provides a refuge for the soul, a place where emotions and thoughts can be freely explored and understood. A sanctuary, whether a physical space or a mental one, is a haven where creativity can flourish, offering comfort and a sense of belonging. We have invited at our CWTC podcast studio, John Tomlinson.
Thank you very much. Thanks for having me.
How are you this morning?
Very well. Yeah, really good.
Did you find the place all right?
Yes, easily.
And what do you think of the place?
It's wonderful. Yeah, the resources are gorgeous. You get a tea as a welcome with a couple of biscuits. So I've had a very good experience so far.
Welcome. Tell us about your career and your education, basically.
Yeah, of course. Thank you. So my background is as a theatre producer. So I've been very fortunate to work on many wild and wonderful projects across the country and beyond. So I studied at the University of Salford. So I'm from Yorkshire, but I hope you forgive me that.
No, it's a great place. I used to do music teaching there for music service.
Excellent. So I grew up in a small town called Goole, which is towards Hull in East Yorkshire. And went to the University of Salford and met some amazing people and kind of really understood what making theatre meant and how to do that. I was always someone who was excited and happy to go and knock on doors and ask for things. Still do that every day, as you'll know yourself. And then working through different projects, I had the amazing opportunity to be an apprentice at Sheffield Theatres. So I worked at the Crucible, which is a hugely wonderful theatre space in Sheffield. And then worked at York Theatre Royal, at Contact Theatre in Manchester, and then went back to Sheffield Theatres as their producer. So worked with them for many years on huge projects that have then gone to the West End and Broadway, which has been fantastic to have that experience.
Wow.
But all the way through that journey as a producer in my own career, have been working with my business partner and co-founder of Standing County Theatre, which is Rosalie McPherson. And Rosie is an incredible writer, actor, activist, and we co-founded SBC in 2010, so it was shortly after we graduated from university.
Is it a registered charity?
We're a registered charity, so we became a charity 18 months ago now. So as a theatre company, connecting new writing and opportunities and showcases with our politics and understanding what it means to be a theatre of sanctuary, which so we're a theatre company of sanctuary, the first in the UK, which we're very proud of, and be part of that network of organisations that do support people through their journey and be ambassadors and celebrate them and their work. And SBC lives on now through all of that journey as a place where people can join us as a participant, as an artist, as a leader. Anywhere on that journey, people are welcome to contribute to our organisation across the three cities, towns and cities that we work in.
It's brilliant work that you're doing. We've had a look at your website as well and talking with you. Tremendous experience and skills within the team and fantastic engagement in the areas that you work in. And it is about celebrating that cultural diversity as well, which you embrace in your projects. Tell us more about the engagement.
Yeah, for sure. So we have regular groups of people that work with us every week. So we've got two groups in Sheffield. So we have a youth theatre of sanctuary group for young people from around the world who now call Sheffield home, and a young adults group, the Soapbox Collective, who are now an arts collective in their own right and doing incredible things. So they're the two regular groups that we have in Sheffield. And in Bradford, we're doing lots of work with the Bradford 25 team and looking at lots of ideas around libraries of sanctuary and how to coordinate and be the conduit for artistic opportunities for people in Bradford.
Lovely.
And then in Oldham, there's lots of exciting big projects that we're working on with Oldham Council, the Coliseum and other partners involved around here.
And we've got one Festival of Light on Saturday.
Yeah, so this weekend we've got a big project called Globus, where we have been working at many different community groups over the last few weeks and months. The Red Cross, Oldham, Failsworth and Northmoor Library groups of people. These are all people seeking sanctuary. And then the fabulous group of young people at Greenhill and at Madlaw. And we've just invited people to celebrate Oldham, to write messages, to illustrate something, to draw something, to imagine whatever they want Oldham's future to look like and be like, to put that on a piece of paper, or a film or a photograph, and we'll then digitise that and put it on a big wall and put it on a big American school bus, and everyone can see that and hopefully be inspired by it, that they've created that.
And it's a great way of bringing the creativity on various platforms, and the great partnership that you're having with different community groups is absolutely brilliant.
Yeah, and we definitely find with all the big endeavours that we have ideas around, that as a team, as a core team, the freelance team that we work with, but also the groups that we work with, have so many incredible ideas that we are the facilitators of that work, and that's incredibly satisfying. But also it's the way we love to do it. So we never know what our next project is going to look or sound like, because we're making it right up until the time when it then goes in front of an audience. And also that's exhilarating because it's really responsive, because we can take a moment in time, find a way to create something interesting, and then it's out in the public straight away. And
because you're also supporting asylum seekers and refugees, that must be very thrilling itself, because you're discovering talent.
Yeah.
How is that going for your project?
We love that, and that's exactly what we're here to do and what we stand for as an arts organisation, and as I mentioned, as a theatre company of sanctuary. We welcome, we empower. I mean, it's on our t-shirt, it's on our hearts, and in doing that, we find so many amazing people. And for some people, a very gentle way to participate might be just to write a small poem, and for them to be anonymous. But then the next time we come and have an idea around a creative project, they might feel that it's a moment for them to take more of a spotlight, or they might have a different idea. We welcome all of those contributions. And
it's sharing that cultural diversity, isn't it?
Yeah, that's
celebrating the diversity.
Exactly that.
And you're also not only providing these great opportunity for different groups, you're also helping to employ local people as well, as artists.
We think very much that the track for us, as I mentioned at the top of the conversation, about being a participant, being an artist, being a leader, anywhere across that journey, anyone should feel welcome in our organisation.
Sure.
And as a participant, you might have contributed to a big event that we're about to do. You then should have the pathway in our organisation to become an artist with us and to be employed, and for your contributions to be valued. So we have lots of ways that we find mechanisms to do that, but because we're an independent organisation, we're also quite agile, and we can say yes to things that other organisations might not say yes to. And we cherish those opportunities and those moments where we have an idea.
You're flexible.
We're flexible, and we have to be, because we understand the real life challenges on a day-to-day basis for people seeking sanctuary.
And I also see that you're also part of campaigning the provision of arts in the community,
absolutely.
which is very important as well.
Yeah.
And unless we see arts in the business or business in the arts, we don't want to be left in the corner, and just for people to enjoy the box. There's so much skill and experiences behind making that happen.
And we think very strongly about how the communities of people that we work with should have the most VIP journey with our organisation, and we recognise the challenges that they have. Learning English and all the services that have been sadly dwindling over the past years and years in different towns and cities. So therefore, a big arts opportunity engagement gives people a moment to just have something else to do for a little amount of time. But also, then the work becomes something much bigger than just what people see in front of them. The work that we make we always share our process. We always share where we're at with things. And we really enjoy that and documenting that, because we want people to know how this has been done.
Well, your partnership shows, doesn't it?
Yeah. And also when people see any of our work, we hope that there's a spirit that's intertwined in that you can just feel the way that we've done it, with care and compassion, and for people to feel safe in our spaces, and to feel understood and valued, recognised, and then what comes from that is great art every time.
Great opportunities and accessibility. In terms of the Asian arts, I mean, we've promoted over 30 years at national, international level. Lots of work around melas, touring programs, cultural exchange programs. And there are gaps in, I suppose, within any art sector. Have you had a lot of work done around Asian arts, music, for example?
Yeah, we've done. Again, the beautiful thing about our work is that we welcome everyone from different backgrounds and languages. And again, it's sometimes quite hard to describe what happens in one of our workshops. But when there's a group of people who might not be able to communicate to us or with each other, the art will always find a way. You can draw something. You can start to just use the body or the mind in a different way to just open up ideas.
It's a great platform to communicate and engage, isn't
That's
it?
it. And what always happens is that there's an opportunity where someone describes something through a piece of music, or they tell a story in a certain way that then connects each other. So you can have 20 people from different languages, and it always works.
I mean, the opportunities that we've been talking about earlier on, we hope to work with your organisation.
Yes, please.
And create some more dynamic work. Brilliant. So in terms of the Oldham area and the communities, whether it's the organisations, partnership, the council, in terms of the arts, how responsive do you feel they are? What can we do to make things better?
I mean, again, this particular project we've worked on, but previous ones as well. We did a big project last winter called Gifted, which was a similar kind of concept. We took over a space, filled that with joy and celebration and people's artworks. And also a project we did in Oldham last year, Secret Summer, is an app-based interactive journey around Alexandra Park and Dunwood Park and Shore. And in all of those cases, all of those projects have like completely enlightened us to how passionate people are about the arts, and they're craving it. And when they have those opportunities laid in front of them, they absolutely connect to it, and they want more of that. So I think there's an opportunity here for all of the bigger organisations, authorities in Oldham to recognise that and to create those pathways. And like you use the word dynamic, and that's a word we use a lot because we know that there are things that absolutely work in our environments, and we have to convince people a lot about why they should trust us to do something. But at the core, it's our team of people working with people day in, day out across Oldham and other towns and cities. And people absolutely want to share stories. People absolutely want to communicate their backgrounds, their ideas. And we take that as our
as you know, the council is doing a great job in terms of the town centre and the arts and the culture that they're bringing in, that cultural offer. And it's all about organisations coming together to make that happen. There is a fantastic amount of work that's been done in Oldham Borough. Again, it's all about communicating, getting together and bringing those ideas and make Oldham Borough as one of the tourist place, a cultural tourist place, perhaps in the region, and with organisations like yours that can bring in that creativity, innovation. It'd be wonderful. Let's talk about the sanctuary side of things. And how do you actually support those people? What kind of things are available?
So there's many things. So I've talked about the groups, the regular groups that we have. In Oldham, we have regular connections with different groups as well. So that's about creative language learning. It's about creativity at the kind of core of just connecting with people. So we have regular workshops and regular sessions that we have in all of those places. And in all of those sessions that we would have, a really great group of expert
Yes.
facilitators and leaders in those groups.
And there are different languages as well,
and many different languages, and the agility and ability of our experienced team to recognise when there might be a challenge in the room, where there might be something that feels particularly sensitive or difficult for that particular person that particular day, and for them to also be recognised as a leader in that room to make decisions. So it's a co-working space in any of our rooms.
And you must have noticed a cultural shock as well when they come in and they feel, but doing arts activities makes them feel comfortable, engaging, and addresses their culture needs as well.
Completely. And it's always fascinating when we're planning a project and we're working with particular partners and stakeholders who are saying, oh, we're not sure if the group would go for this, we're not sure if they're going to engage, and we go, okay, like, watch this. And then there's a brilliant facilitator who just does a gentle warm-up game and a kind of a check-in to go, how are people feeling here? Let's get into the rhythm of this conversation. Suddenly, 5 minutes later, you're actually doing a bit of choreography together. You're doing a dance together, or you're just doing something that just breaks the ice gently. And then actually people go, oh, I didn't realise I was learning English by doing that. But there's a different way of communicating that then the brain can understand those associated memories as well.
They also feel welcome as well, make new friends. And as you say, it makes it feel easy as well. Is there anything that we missed that you would like to add?
I think a couple of things, maybe that Oldham is in a particular moment in time, as many towns and cities are in transition, and lots of literal building work going on in Oldham Town Centre, and other organisations that have got a sort of a slightly different plan for now. So I think, organisations working together, having conversations, and also being, I think, brave to have the challenging conversation as well, to go, actually, look, I've noticed this, or I'm feeling that, or if we do things more strategically or differently, we could get more for everyone here. But also to be selfless in that as well, about it's not about me, it's not about my organisation, but I absolutely know that in Oldham particularly there is a welcomeness. The people we work with, and we've worked with hundreds of people in the last few weeks, they're telling us that they love the library, they love the town centre, they come here and they enjoy that. And that might not necessarily be the first thing that people say about Oldham. It is a positive place to be. There are lots of resources and things that are great about the town. Of course there are things that are challenging, and we need to work together to conquer that and figure that out. But actually, when there are big and brilliant, bold cultural things happening, get behind it, support it, find out how it was made, who did it, how you might be able to support their work in the future, and be ambassadors for each other.
There is tremendous ability, experiences, and hard work going on in the Oldham Borough. As you said, it needs recognition, it needs supporting. Currently, we're also doing a consultation as well, a community consultation around Asian arts, provision, learning, education, performance, etc. Again, to facilitate and identify the needs, so that we can work together in various ways, either resources, expertise, space, etc., etc. And we have a fantastic space here, as you can see. And again, it's about contributing to the town and to the society we serve. Well, thank you very much, John. I hope
Thanks for having me. Thank you.
Enjoyed coming, and
it's been great. Thank you.
Spreading your good message, and I'm sure lots of people will contact you for this partnership working.
Appreciate
and how do they contact you?
They contact us through our website, so sbctheatre.co.uk, and then you'll find access to myself and all of my colleagues. So I'm representing many of my colleagues today as they're busy kind of doing the brilliant work in different community settings. So you can reach any of us and come and have a chat, and hopefully people can then see our work in Oldham, in Bradford, action. In Sheffield as well. See it in action, and I hope that it will inspire people.
Definitely. And we will have the your contact on the video as well for people to contact.
Fantastic.
Thank you very much for coming, John.
Thank you very much.
And I hope that you will take the opportunity with SBC Theatre and get in contact with John. And also please visit CWTC website and subscribe for free learning and engagement. Thank you for watching. See you soon. God bless.